Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be reviewing and comparing two types of fountain pens. First I'm going to be reviewing the Varsity fountain pens. This pack comes with 7 and you can find it on Amazon for about $13. I will be linking it down below. It is an affiliate link, so if you don't feel comfortable using that because I do make a little bit of a commission off of it, I completely understand, but it's there if you want to use it. This packaging does come with a very durable plastic, but it's not like a hard plastic that you can use as a carrying case. You could take these pens with you anywhere, and it comes with a variety of colors. This is the 7-pack. There are packs that are smaller and there are packs that are bigger. This is just the one that I wanted. This is what the design on the pens look like, and this is what the nib looks like, and the cap. I do like that there is no leaking, because sometimes when you open up a brand new fountain pen, there might be leaking involved on the nib, and I was a little nervous about that. I did want to check the strength of the cap on the pen, and it sticks pretty well, honestly, which is great. It's not something you have to worry about it falling off, because if you don't have the cap on these and it's floating around in your purse, it could make a mess. So what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be comparing these two and also showing you guys the color differences. This right here is the Zebra brand disposable fountain pen, which I already absolutely adored. I'd used them for a while. I bought the 3-pack at my local grocery store, and I have the pink, black, and blue pack. I couldn't find that pack color on Amazon, but I did find a 4-pack that I will be linking down below as well with an affiliate link. And this is what the Varsity pen looks like compared to the Zebra pen. It's a little smaller. You could tell it's not as high quality looking. I don't know why, but I feel like the silver design on the Varsity one makes it look a little less professional than the Zebra one, but I'm not sure why it feels that way to me. This is what the Zebra one looks like open. Both of them are completely round, so they will roll off a table unless you put the cap on them. And this is what the Varsity one looks like next to it. The nibs do look pretty similar, but the barrels are vastly different. The Varsity one's a little fatter, while the Zebra one is a little thinner, but the Zebra one's a little longer, and the Varsity one's a little shorter. And so is the area where you hold it with your fingers. So I'm not sure if that means that the Zebra one has more ink than the Varsity one, but that's just something that I did notice and wanted you all to know that there is a difference in size. So the Zebra one may have more ink. Now I'm going to be showing you guys what the colors look like for the Varsity, and then later I will be showing you the Varsity and the Zebra colors together with the similar color options. Up first we have the black color, and honestly I really like how this wrote, but I felt like I noticed a little bit of fraying. So that was something I wanted to look out for when I was using the other pens, because when I use the Zebra pens, I don't usually get feathering at all when I write with it, but it felt like the ink in this was much more watery. The ink in the Zebra pens feel way more thick and they don't spread out, but with this one, it felt kind of see-through, especially when I started using the colors that weren't just black. This is what it looks like. You can already tell that it looks a little bit like it's leaking, but that's like with most fountain pens, so I guess it's not too big of an issue. It's just something that I worry about. Up next we have the red, which I really like that Varsity does have that little window right there where you can see the ink inside of it. I think it's really pretty. That part I did enjoy. But as you can see here, when I start writing with the red, it's a little light. And I was kind of surprised because a lot of red inks that I've used previously when writing with any kind of pen, you have a little bit of a deeper red, or the red ink comes out a little thicker. With this one, it felt like almost watercolor-like, if that makes any sense. And it did have me questioning a little bit. Oops, sorry, excuse me. It almost rolled away. Oh, goodness. It almost had me questioning how high quality the ink was, you know? And look at this green. I thought it was seafoam or teal. I was like, wow, we have like a really interesting color here. And then I wrote with it, and it's just green. It's just normal green. So I wish that the color on the pen cap would have matched the fact that it's just like a forest dark deep green, and it came out way different than the cap showed. I was kind of excited to have a pastel teal, pastel minty green, and that's not what I got. Up next we have the pink in the collection, which I was super excited for because I thought it was so pretty looking. I love the way it looks in the barrel. But unfortunately, this one kind of disappointed me just a little bit because once again, it came out very watery looking. And as you can see in the K there, where I went over it twice, it got really, really dark. And it kind of wet the paper enough that it started doing that thing where it starts folding a little bit or waving, I guess, when you put too much water on a sheet of paper. And that part was like a little concerning because I was not a big fan of that. Up next we have the purple. I love purple pens. Purple pens have always been such a great joy to me. So this one I was very excited for, and this one did not disappoint. I loved the shade of purple that this came out. It was very true to the pen cap color. I was very surprised because, like I said, the red or the green did not come out exactly like I was expecting. I really liked these color variations. It didn't skip. It wasn't bad. It was lacking in some areas, and in other areas it was just a little different than I expected. Last but not least, we have the light blue, which I wasn't expecting to get a light blue in this because usually when you have pen packs that already include a regular blue, you don't usually get a light blue to go with it, but I really like this one, and surprisingly enough, I was very excited that it actually matched the pen color on the cap. I really wish they'd done that with the green, or at least actually had the green look green on the cap instead of making it like a really pretty teal. Why couldn't they have done it if they did it for all the other colors? It was like a perfect match. This is what all the colors look like up close. You can see the green a little bit better there, that it does look kind of dark. But can you see where in some spots it did feather, and in some spots it's a little darker and a little lighter? Like the ink was almost like a watercolor. Do you notice what I'm talking about? That was the thing that I was kind of iffy about because I haven't had too many issues with the zebra pens feathering like that. But I am going to compare the black, pink, and blue because that was the pack I'd gotten for the zebra fountain pens, and I wanted to see how they matched up in their vibrancy, in how well they wrote, in the feathering, because like I said, once I saw the feathering from the Varsity pens, I was like, I have to test it against the zebra ones because they might have feathered, but I couldn't remember for the life of me if they had. Up first, we're doing the pink Varsity and now the black Varsity, and I am writing the name of the company so we don't get mixed up because I know I would if I didn't. And the blue Varsity, which honestly I think the blue Varsity pen is my favorite of the trio that I am showing off here. Which is funny because I just realized that the blue fountain pen for zebra is my favorite also. I really like how both of these companies do the blue colors, so if you really like blue, either of them would be great. Up next we have the pink zebra pen, which honestly, comparing both of them right now, you can see how much thicker the Varsity one came out. Huh, I'm just noticing that. And now the black zebra pen. Okay, I can see the difference now. You can tell that the Varsity pen did let out a little bit more ink than the zebra pens are, because the zebra ones, it's not as thick or feathery looking, it's much more precise. But the Varsity ones look kind of thick, they look kind of inconsistent, it doesn't look as professional and neat. That's interesting. But that's just my personal opinion. As you can see, the ink for the most part on the zebra is consistent. It does not have dark and light variations. It doesn't look watery. It doesn't look thick and feathery. But the Varsity colors do look thick and feathery. The pink, you can see the variations. It's just a little bit of the quality difference that you could tell between the two. For me personally, some people may not care. I personally feel like Zebra won this one for me. I like it a little bit more, but they're both fine. And if you guys want to check them out, they're linked down below. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you all have a happy new year, and I will see you all next time. Bye!